Christian Audio, a division of Recorded Books, presents The Power of Being a Woman, Embracing Your God-Given Gift of Influence, revised and expanded by McKinney Hammond, narrated by McKinney Hammond. Dedication. To my mother, Norma McKinney, who taught me by example to rejoice in being a woman. Not only did you fill my life with all the wonders of femininity, but you gave me the precious gift of sharing my life with many mothers. The women in my family are each extraordinary in their own right. They have reflected the beauty, the grace, and the triumph of the feminine spirit to me, a little girl who watched them all in wonder. I pray that I've become a composite of the best parts of them all. Alexandra Petrona Branker, Sarah Ayodele Sam, Charity Hammond, Eglantine White, Ernesta Ford, Marian Aka, Anna F.W. Hammond. I love you all. Author's Note. Relationships between men and women, both platonic and romantic, are in trouble. It's as if all the actors in the play of love have forgotten their lines and staging directions. What was supposed to be a classic romance has turned into a tragedy, with all of the players stepping on one another's toes and limping off stage to their respective dressing rooms. The audience is left confused, while the actors themselves are befuddled as to what really happened. The popular theater line, "There are no small parts, only small actors," seems appropriate here. Men and women are different, and were created so deliberately by God. Yet present-day moral issues and the fight for equal rights have left most men and women confused about who they are, where they fit in, and what they mean to one another. Women have felt devalued and powerless. This causes them to embrace the modern-day opinion that they must operate by male standards in order to gain respect in the world. But the real tragedy is that the transition back to being a soft woman after leaving the hardness of the boardroom becomes more and more difficult. It's safe to say many have lost their way back to femininity. Oh, the backlash this creates in male-female relationships. The anxiety it causes in the spirits of women who can't quite put their finger on what is wrong is truly overwhelming. The power of being a woman is a journey back to the basics, to reclaim the pieces of self that countless women have lost in the struggle to validate their own sense of worth. We will explore God's original design for woman, gleaning biblical insights in light of modern-day illustrations, thus supplying a map back to the garden, so to speak. It is my prayer that this book will liberate, heal, and release women to celebrate who they were created to be and discover the true source of their value and power. Chapter 1. Woman to Woman. Somewhere between her home and a placard demanding equal rights, she got lost. Wandering past the garden, following where the serpent pointed, she turned left instead of right and got off track. And though the scenery looked vaguely familiar, a frown of consternation began to crease her brow as she realized it was taking her far too long to reach her desired destination. Still, she determined to go yet another mile before turning off her chosen path. Perhaps she was being too anxious. And as she wondered, looking for a marker to get her bearings, man wondered where she'd gone, as she ventured too far to hear his need for her, or her children crying. And they too lost their way, trying to follow her, misled by traces of her perfume in the air, the memory of a gentle touch, an encouraging word, a piece of fabric soft to the skin and sage advice were found along the path now littered with confusion and distrust. And as man's shoulders began to slope in resignation, weakening his arms, causing him to abdicate his
Sample complete. Ready to continue?